dear friends, and young men and brothers and sisters. I'm Koulinya Gogoi from Class 8, Section Bhupen Hazarika. And today I'm standing in front of you all to deliver a speech on Shilpi Agarwal on today's auspicious occasion of Shilpi Dibwas. The passenger of Rupdinka, the artist of transformation, Assam's cultural giant Shilpi Agarwal was passed on this day in the year 1951. Every year, this day is celebrated as Shilpi Dibwas to remember his immense contribution to Assamese art and identity. Shilpi Agarwal, revered as Rupkor or Prince of Beauty, was a revolutionary artist. Today, as we pay homage to Rupkor Shilpi Agarwal, we remember not just an artist, but a true architect of Assamese identity. His works encompassed poetry, drama, filmmaking, composition, and political activism in the support of India's independence. He was a poet who dreamt of free India, the filmmaker who captured our stories on screen, and an artist who managed to bring new thoughts to the mind of people with the philosophy, Rupantore Matu Jagat Dunia Kore. In the wake of which Kolaguru Vishwabhakar called him the passenger of Ruptirtha. He is termed as Assam's cultural icon for his outstanding contribution to Assam's culture and celebrated as a visionary who blended tradition with modernity, inspiring generations through his work. Shilpi Agarwal was born on June 17th in the year 1903 in Tamulbari Tea Estate, Dirugarh, to Paramananda Agarwal and Kiran Moidevi. His father, Paramananda Agarwal, was the third son of Harivilas Agarwal, who was the first publisher of Assamese religious books like Kirtan, Lakam, Namukas, etc. in the 19th century. His forefather, Navaranga Agarwal, came to Assam in 1811, and since then they became the permanent residents of Assam. Not only Shilpi Agarwal, his family's contribution to the diverse sector of Assam is immense. His father, Paramananda Agarwal, was a good singer and viola player. His uncles were renowned poets Chandra Kumar Agarwal and Ananda Chandra Agarwal. Born in such a cultural atmosphere, Shilpi Agarwal was inspired by Juganayak Mahapurush Sankardev. He was also greatly influenced by his uncle Chandra Kumar Agarwal, who was the first editor of Sunati magazine and also known as Pratima Chronicle in Assamese literature. Because of his family environment, Shilpi practiced literature from a young age. At the age of 14 in 1917, he wrote the play called Hunit Kori. He started his studies in the Bhubarjas High School and later on went to Tezpur Government High School and completed his matriculation from Kolkata in 1921. By the time India's freedom movement started in the leadership of Mahatma Gandhi, Shilpi joined the movement. In 1921, he also met Mahatma Gandhi in Tezpur. In the year 1926, he went to Edinburgh to study economics, but returned to India in 1930 without completing his course. On his way back, he spent 7 months at the UFA studio in Germany learning filmmaking. After his return to Assam in 1930, he continued his activities for Indian freedom and also joined the non-cooperation movement. In 1932, he was imprisoned for 15 months. With the knowledge got in Germany about filmmaking, he built a studio called Chitravan in Bolaguri Tea Estate. In 1934, he made the first Assamese film, Joymoti. In 1936, he married Devazani Bhuja. In the year 1939, he made another Assamese film called Indra. He is said as the father of Assamese cinema for his outstanding contribution to Assamese cinema. He also made the gramophone record of Joymoti and Hunit Kori in 1937-38 with Vishwabhakar. He also established Tezpur Music School and Junaki Cinema Hall in Tezpur during this period. Shilpi Agarwal joined the Congress Volunteer Force in 1941 and in 1942 he went underground to escape British repression. Towards the end of his life, he moved from a romantic to a more radical vision, which was reflected in his works. Assamese literature culture, without this multifaceted talent, is incomplete. He was a man of versatility. He was a playwright, novelist, child writer, poet, lyricist, composer, and filmmaker. Beginning with Hunit Kori at the age of 14, he made an outstanding advance in Assamese drama literature by composing plays like Karnwali Giri, Nobita, Rupali, Konoglota, Hondo Kori, etc. He also wrote short stories like Rupahi, Bogitara, Nilaswara, etc. He is also recognized as a child writer for his notable child poems like Rupali, Opamanilora, etc. His outstanding contribution to children's literature is Jyoti Raman. Jyoti Prasad Agarwala was a brilliant star in Assamese poetry world. Each of his poems is a contribution of nationalist ideology, revolutionary thinking, consciousness of humanity, and modern consciousness. The thought of transformation was expressed in his poems. He wrote more than 46 poems. Apart from stories and poems, Jyoti Prasad Agarwala also wrote a biography titled Chandra Kumar Agarwala's biography. He was not only a literary or filmmaker, he was a painter, composer, and lyricist. He composed songs directly reflecting the minds of the common man. He gave a message of modernity in Assamese songs. He composed about 300 songs, and his songs are called Jyoti Home. He spoke of destroying darkness with songs, talking about development and transformation and social change. He advocated a cultural revolution and used his pen as a revolutionary force. That's why people call him a revolutionary artist. He left this world on January 17, 1951 at the age of 48. In a very short period of time, he gave the field of art and culture a long time goal by achieving outstanding success in Assamese culture, literature, and cinema. His philosophy is very much needed in making the society beautiful through cultural revolution. Let us honor him by continuing his legacy of creativity and cultural pride on his Shilpi Dibwas and fulfill his dream of a new world, like he said. আমি কৰিব লাগিব পৃথিৱী আলোকময় মহামহত্বৰ বিৰোধী আগুৰি সকলো শত্ৰু কৰিব লাগিব জয় এই পৃথিৱীত আনিব লাগিব মহত্তৰ মহাজয় কৰিব লাগিব গোটেই জগত অমৃত আনন্দময় With these few words, I would like to conclude my speech here. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.